my channel. Make sure you subscribe, like and comment.
We're back for another review of Married to Medicine, and I would say that this episode was just a lot of fillers. Like it seemed like they were out stretching it so that they would have another episode before the reunion. That is how I
Mhm.
felt because for me, I felt like they could have wrapped it up, joined up the episode for next week and joining up in today's episode and made a very nice season finale in this episode. I felt like it was a bunch of long dragness. They were just dragging it out on unnecessary things. I'm not interested in who is the better cook between the men. Not interested by that.
Yeah,
I really
exactly.
don't want to know that. So why did they have to
Mhm.
take like it took about how many minutes of the episode
Oh, goodness. About a
for
good
me
10,
to see that?
15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I go to see the ladies that are bad in golf battle it out. I am absolutely not interested in those things. Why
Yeah.
would I have to sit down and watch so people that are so bad in golf try and attempt to play golf? It was like I felt like they could have just chopped up all this nonsense and add the ending part because it was the ending part that literally had substance. Add the ending part and literally add up next week's episode, join it together in one, and make up the season finale for and let us end it. Let's know that the next episode we're going to be watching is a reunion.
Exactly.
I
Exactly. And
feel,
I still didn't understand why Phaedra was there.
oh, es-
Especially with the comments that
please.
she made during this episode, especially with those comments that she was making. She doesn't, she enjoys being single. She doesn't want to cook. She doesn't want to clean. She does, like everybody there is
So how is she
married.
married to Messi?
Yeah, I don't get it. It's just taking up airtime. She's not
Like
well suited for that show.
it made me understand a lot of things. In
Hmm.
this episode, I just felt like, oh, I didn't catch it live because sure I was too tired to catch it live, and now I was watching it after. I was like, thank God I didn't catch it live because I would have been pissed off. Yeah, I would have been pissed off.
Mm.
Because at least I can fast forward if I feel like I'm just watching a bunch of nonsense. I could just fast forward to it and just go to the relevant parts.
Right. It was disappointing and just drawn out and very boring. And there's only one thing that I did want to see, and we'll get to it as we talk about the show.
Hey, I'm so glad the next week is the last episode
Mm-hmm.
and we'll be getting the reunion afterwards. So I guess we'll get to see more at the reunion.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
guess
hope
we'll get to
so.
see more at the reunion. Hmm. Well, like I said, I didn't get much from the episode, so I'm just going to talk about things that I felt that are um substance or things that I felt like is worth talking about.
Okay. Well,
That
if that's the case, then I did. I was happy that Jackie finally gave in and accepted the apology. You know what I'm saying?
did
Because
she?
yeah, like we were saying this week.
Did she?
Well,
Because it's an
not
apology.
really.
It's
I
an
mean,
acceptance with
Jackie.
the with a taste of shame.
Yeah,
I,
but I
I
mean,
know
Jackie's still gonna
with a
throw her
sprinkle
little
of shame.
digs. Yeah, she's still gonna throw her little digs, which she did, you know. But I'm just glad that, she
But
at least
what do you?
listened
Okay,
without
now
any
we're talking. What now
resistance.
we're talking about the apology that um they said. Do you feel that? Do you feel that the apology was sincerely from Sweetie, or the apology was from is Dr. G, an extension of Dr. G? Because if you listen to this place before the apologies, before she went to give the apology to um
Jackie.
Dr. Jackie, he was like, all the ladies are good, we're all fine. He seems like he's trying to make a point. And that's why I don't understand Dr. G. It seems like he's trying to create, to bring this perfect life, perfect wife, perfect everything. She's not a troublemaker like Quad. She's not a loudmouth like Quad. She's someone that likes peace. She doesn't get pissed off. She doesn't get annoyed. She doesn't love conflict. I think he's trying to create that they have this very, very perfect life, and she's like the perfect wife. So I think like the apology she gave was, for me, I really didn't see it as a sincere apology. I did see it like Dr. G must have told her, apologize, because the way he says things here is like, I just want us to be good. Like he kept on repeating, I just want us to be good. Is it by force? It's not compulsory. Everybody has to be good.
Right.
If you're trying to be kumbaya, it's never possible to be kumbaya with everybody. They say if everybody likes you, you have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody hates you, you also have a problem. You have to be
Mm-hmm.
in the middle. Some people are going to like you, some people are going to hate you, because, of course, in this life, you're not going to please everybody.
True.
There are things you will do that will not be appeasing to other people. There are things you will do that will be appeasing to people. So you have to join one. It's not possible to be anybody in this life that is liked by everybody, then something is wrong with you. And that's how me I judge my own part. If you're liked by everybody, there's something that needs to be checked out on you. So I
Mm-hmm.
always trying to create this kumbaya thing, like, oh, my wife cannot have beef with people who go and apologize. Like, why is he pushing the apology when she didn't want it? And now she has gone to apologize, and Jackie just threw her, called, literally be continuously calling her a baby, a child, all through the episode. Now, how do we like me now? Let's say I'm Sweetie. I need to apologize because my husband asked me to go and apologize and like preach to me. And I don't want you to be like what? I want you to be cordial with these women. They are good if you're cordial with them. Then I'm sitting down and I'm rewatching this episode, and I'm seeing the subtle shade she's throwing at me in the confessionals, calling me a child in the confessionals. Do you think I would not want to take back my apology?
Of course. Of course. But Jackie is gonna throw some shade. You know what I'm saying? Jackie has issues within her marriage, and any fresh marriage around her, she's not happy about it, you know? So she's going to throw some shade, and then the age difference. You know what I'm saying? Jackie's what, 60?
Mm-hmm.
Sweetie's what, 34?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So Jackie feels like, hey, she's made it on her own, not by marrying up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a little animosity there. There's also the jealousy of, hey, you're 24 years my younger than me. You know what I'm saying? So you still have youth and vitality and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So there's a little jealousy there. A lot of women who aren't comfortable in their midlife towards their golden years aren't comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because they look at younger women in their 30s, and they go, damn, I remember when I was in my 30s, I was this, that, and the other. And, you know, and especially, if you see a younger girl kind of getting with an older guy and you feel like it's for money and, they're marrying up and you've always worked and worked hard to get where you're at, it creates some type of jealousy. Me personally, I'm great. You know, I don't think I would want to be back in my 30s again. 30s, they were nice. 40s were great. 50s were great, you know. But I don't think I would want to be back in my 30s, especially not in this day and time. Oh, God, no. So I don't know, And for me, it's the opposite. I got younger girls, 30s and 40s, and women in their 50s who are jealous of me because I make struggling look easy. I'm struggling, but I just make it look easy, you know? So, yeah, Jackie's going to throw some shade.
Yeah. I felt bad for um her because she came with this sincerity, whether she was forced upon by her husband or not, but she at least she came with the to apology with all sincerity in her heart. And I feel like if somebody has apologized, there's no need to be going back and calling the person a child, a kid, the same thing that caused an issue.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there is never going to be respect between Jackie and Sweetie. I don't care what anybody says. The respect is never going to be there. And I think that, in all honesty, I think that Sweetie to stop trying to get validation from these ladies, because absolutely none of them are going to have respect for her.
Nah,
Because looking at
respect.
it, every one of them struggled. They're doctors and they're except, but every one of them struggled to where they are. They work hard. Then, even if she says she works or she worked or she's working, they will not believe because they feel like Dr. G is a very older, more advanced man, and you were still young. And what reason, what on earth reason would Sweet
Right.
Tea be looking for in Dr. G? It's mentality, it's thinking. It will just be like, what on earth is Sweetie looking for in Dr. G, if not for to be a sugar baby? Like, she's just there for the money,
Well,
right?
I feel like Dr. G is tight with his money. I mean, I don't think he like goes around and just spends it uncaringly. You know what I'm saying? It looks like he's pretty
Yeah.
tight. Because he was tight with Quad. You know, I mean, even though Quad
Yeah.
wanted to do stuff like get into selling puppy clothes and stuff like that and pampering her pooches. He wasn't really with all that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it just seems like he's real frugal with his money. Because you remember when Sweet Tea and Dr. G were getting married, and her wedding planner called and said that he needed more money, and
Mm-hmm.
he was like, "Hey, I didn't already gave you." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's pretty tight with them pockets, girl. So yeah, I don't think that maybe she's after the prestige. You know what I'm saying? And maybe
Mm-hmm.
maybe she's always been into older guys. Some women are into older guys because there's a daddy issue sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So excuse me. So I just think that, you know, Sweetie is into older guys. And Dr. G, what could he make? Maybe about 200,000 a year, 250 caps. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And when you think about it, really, after taxes, that really ain't a whole lot of money.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
like
I like
I,
I
I
said, she
just
should.
I think that she really wants to be in love and really wants to sit down. She's trying, you know. That's
Yeah.
just my thought.
I feel like I said, she should stop trying to get validation from any of them. She should stop trying to be friends with them. I think like she should just do what she wants to do and get out.
Yeah, I feel that
So,
she shouldn't be trying to beg them for forgiveness or be in their good graces. I feel like she should just do her. Whatever it is, because they're gonna always feel that certain way because they've always worked for their houses, their careers, their cars. They didn't just step into it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've worked hard for everything that I have. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
So, you know, if I see somebody who's trying to get an easy ride, hey, that's on whoever they're dating. That has nothing to do with me. If it's a family member, I'm gonna kind of pull your coat pocket and be like, "Hey, look, this is what I'm saying." You, but I do agree that yeah, she shouldn't be looking for any of them for validation. I mean, she's a grown woman. And like you said, you can't please everybody. Everybody is not going to be your friend, you know. And then those who want to be your friend, sometimes you got to question their motives, you know. So, yeah.
Yeah. I did feel bad for Sweetie. And I hope, and the way she said in a conventional, oh, I know we've settled it. I know. Oh, wow. I felt so bad because now she has to watch it and see it and be like, damn, I did F up.
Hmm.
And when it comes to you talking about Phaedra, I don't understand Phaedra's job description is.
Yeah.
I don't understand her job description because why are you on this car ride talking about Kema and Alicia? They are not here.
Hmm. Yeah, I didn't agree or understand the reason why she was even on this trip or on the show. Like I said, when they got rid of Quad, they should got rid of Faye. Especially Phaedra was on this. Me and my boyfriend aren't together anymore. Like, okay, then that should have been your exit right there. You know,
Yeah.
because
She was never married to Metin at all. That was
yeah,
just a storyline they concocted so as to bring her on the show. And she's the most useless. I love Phaedra, but for married to Metin, she's very useless.
yeah, she's not a good fit. I mean, I don't know if they're trying to call um because she does do embalming and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you have to have a doctorate degree for that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the reason why she's on there.
She's married to Metin.
Well, she's not married, but as far as the final stages of life, I guess you do have to know what you're doing. You can't just be going in there butchering people up. You know what I'm saying? So she has to know what she's doing. So she has to know something about the human anatomy.
Yeah.
You know,
I never
but
the I,
But
You were saying
she's
something.
not a good fit though. She's not a good fit.
Yeah, she's not a good fit at
Mm-mm.
all. She's not a good fit. She
No.
did absolutely well in Traitors, and when you compare her actions, her move, the way she behaves, and from Traitors, then compare it to this show. The only
Hmm.
thing she gives are facial expressions.
Mm. Yeah, her facial expressions are ridiculous.
Oh wow! I'm sorry, I went to. Okay, I didn't see something. I didn't know I didn't even mute the mic. Okay, so now that would you love to see Phaedra in the next season?
Did
If
I
there is
see
any
it?
season.
Do I want to see her in the next season?
Yes.
No, no. Mm-mm. You know, I would rather for them to introduce somebody else, you know, that is, you know, vibrant and young and, you know, with a husband that, you know, either one of them are a doctor or they're both a doctor. It doesn't matter what type of doctor. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yes.
would rather see that than Phaedra being there because we already have a Phaedra, which is Dr. Heavenly. You know, one that keeps mess going, you know, no filter and keeps the mess going. You know, so one person like that on the show is good enough.
Oh, okay.
No, we don't need a single sex pot on the show.
Now, today's episode we saw them going to the Dominican Republic and they were having fun and they took this joyride to another villa. It was great. It
Mm.
was great until they decided to do okay, they were on the boat where Kemen was served food by his wife Alicia in a special way, and it was like, yeah, she was straight. Now, the guy effed up by saying that.
Hmm.
He effed up by saying that.
Yeah, I didn't like his comment, you know, but he's gonna keep on making those rude comments until him and his wife have a conversation in private, you know, and she can quit telling him, hey, stop saying that. You know, I don't like it. I appreciate it if you don't say that, you know, but until that happens, she's gonna keep on saying it. That she's trained up and, you know, should. Hell, she might as well just go on and start barking next. You know what I'm saying? Especially if she ain't gonna say nothing about it. You know, or maybe she just likes being treated like that. I don't know. I don't know. You know, but women are
Yes.
not to be trained. You know, we have free minds, free will,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, and for the most women that I know, they have been strong women, you know, with or without a mate. You know, they keep the household running. I know women who will put their children, their family ahead of themselves. You know, if it's not enough food in the house, the children are going to eat first. The mother will eat last if there's anything left. You know, I was one of those mothers. My mom was one of those mothers. You know what I'm saying? My sisters were one of those mothers, you know, and women like that aren't selfish. You know, they take care of home, you know, utilities stay on, you're not in the streets, your stomach is full, you know, you got clean clothes, you know, but all that did was make each and every one of us work harder. If one job wasn't doing it, get a second. If a second wasn't doing it, get a third. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
yeah, but he's not gonna stop until she has that conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Well, talking about Alicia and um, her husband, we saw her come for Alice for Dr. Toya. Did you feel it was worthy of it? Because the way Toya kept on egging her on, saying, "Oh, we said you were trained. Oh, you said you were trained." Like, what are you trying to pass across? Is at the end of the day, is they are married, like you said at the beginning. It's our marriage, it's our concern, it's us everything.
Right. Toya, it just seems like a mean girl. She's like a little bully. Like the mean little sister that don't really want nobody new around. She's just mean, and she tries to antagonize a person. You know, why is she coming for her marriage? For what? I don't understand it. If she's cool in her marriage, she's good with how things are going. Why do you have to say something? Why do you have to put your 2 cents in it? You know?
Mhm.
So I just didn't really like that. I was just like, oh, Toya, here you go again. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta combat with somebody, you know? Quad ain't here no more, so you gotta come after somebody. So you come after little Alicia, who's pretty happy in her marriage. It's a new marriage. They got little children, you know. I mean, because I'm pretty sure Toya wouldn't like it if the shoe was on the other foot. And her and
Mhm.
Eugene just got married and they got little kids. And then you're talking about, you know, uh, you guys' sex life and how you're not getting a certain thing out of it. And like, is that really dinner conversation? you know, like
Mhm.
it was just crazy, and Alicia seemed like she just like it's like she's had enough of her.
Yeah.
She just seems like she just really has enough of it. And so she's
Mhm.
opening her mouth and she's kind of telling Toya how she feels.
Mhm.
Toya just seemed like she really can't handle it,
Mhm.
you
I
know.
don't think Toya expected it for her to say that. She believes that everybody worships her by the hand and feet.
All right.
So I don't think she expected that to come out from Dr. Alicia's mouth. Then
No.
when going, let's now make. I want us to make this comparison, right? Let's take what Dr. Alicia said and put it into the leaves of Quad. Do you think that um Toya will be this quiet like she was?
Do I think what?
Let's take what um let's take the words that Alicia said to Toya and exchange and put those words to the mouth of Quad. Let it be that it's Quad that said it. Do you think Toya won't have thrown hands on that table?
Oh, Toya would have went crazy. She Toya can dish it out, but she can't take it. Huh? Did you say something?
No, I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think that Toya can dish it out, but she can't take it. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? She doesn't know how to take it, especially from somebody new. Now Toya has been just slamming her marriage. Getting little digs and saying little stuff. You know, so I think when Dr. Alicia came back, was like put a shock collar on you. And Toya wasn't really liking that too much, you know. So she had to turn it
Mm-hmm.
sexual. She had to turn that sexual, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's not where we put our shock collars. We put them down there.
Mm.
You know, she didn't know how to handle that comeback. You know. So
The thing is that if there's one thing I've realized from watching this whole show, since next week is the season finale, I've realized that Toya is not one person that's accommodating. She wants to give up that she's a good person. She likes to tell herself she's a good person, but in reality, she's not.
right,
She's
right.
not.
She's argumentative, you know, and she's like a bully. You know, she's like a bully. She feels like
Mhm.
she's running shit. You know.
Well, I was happy that Dr. Alicia read her. It was important. The reading
Oh,
was necessary.
oh yeah.
It was, you said?
I said, oh yeah.
No, I did like it. And I hope that she can stand her ground during the reunion.
Yeah, it's to be seen. You know. I hope she does well.
Yeah. I also hope she does well. I also hope she does well. But we are almost coming to the end of the season. How did you feel, or how are you feeling about the whole season in general and coming to the end?
Oh my goodness. How many episodes was that?
It's close, man.
How many?
It's remaining one episode, then two reunion.
I mean, a total of how many episodes this season?
Oh, this is episode 13, right? So
Episode
14.
10?
This is episode 13.
Okay,
So
well,
14 episodes and two reunion parts.
okay, well, you know what? If it's 10 episodes, they could have did all that in four. You know what I'm saying? And just let them have hiatus for the rest of those 6 weeks because they didn't bring anything really, you know. I was kind of disappointed, because the show used to be like really good, and now it's just like, dang, it's so humdrum and boring at times. And, you know, I, it's not the same show, so I think they could have brought more to the table than what they did.
What do you think about Toy and Quad coming back for the season finale?
Well, I mean, that that's only fitting. You know what I'm saying? You still got Phaedra there, so why not why not let Quad come back for the last finale? Plus I want to see how Dr. G acts around her. You know what I'm saying?
Um,
I want to see if they kind of still got something going on, because I'm still not understanding why didn't he want Sweet Tea and Quad to kind of get along?
wow.
Did he?
Yeah, I can't really remember.
Yeah, it just sounds too much like Sister Wives to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Don't be asking me to get along with your ex.
yeah.
Like, hasn't that ship sailed? I'm
Well,
not bringing I'm not bringing exes into the equation. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
I
So
guess we'll see how that will play out. But did you feel when watching the trailer for the next episode? Did you feel like Dr. G was happy or sad or like surprised that she came to the party?
He looked nervous. He looked nervous. And I don't know if that was out of guilt, but he looked a little nervous to me. That's why I said I just want to see and just check out his body language and you know, 'cause I'm pretty good at reading now. He
Mm-hmm.
just kind of looked uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe, hey, they've been texting each other or they've been uh talking on the phone, without Sweet Tea really knowing. It's something I just feel something, you know. So we'll see, and hopefully in the reunion we'll see and find out even more.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
we do.
yeah, but just
And
see if you see that he's uncomfortable, because that's a
yes.
telltale sign. If it's over, it's over. Why are you
Mm-hmm.
uncomfortable? you know. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, I can't wait for next week's episode since it's season finale, and let's see how the reunion will be. But before we go, guys, thank you very much for those that has watched with us. Thank you for watching with us. It's so much appreciated. Thank you for liking, and also thank you for commenting your thought and opinion. And if you didn't, make sure you click on the like button to like this video so that YouTube can recommend it to other people. Make sure you click on the comment section and comment your thought and opinion about this topic. And
Hmm.
also make sure you click on the subscribe button so that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Get to see you, I think, next week, right? Yes.
Right. Right.
Get to see you guys next week for the season finale of Married to Mexico. Have a nice day, guys.
Bye.
Bye.